I got uninvited from my cousin's hen do and then accidentally made out with her fiancé. And now I've made peace with being the villain because I want to break them up. Let me take you back to a few days before the hen do when the bride, aka my cousin, turned into a full-blown dictator. She started sending us rules, not suggestions, rules. What colours we could and couldn't wear. And it wasn't just the bride wears white, everybody else wears what they want. No, it was very, very specific. What poses we were allowed to do in photos because certain poses had to be saved just for her. What food we were allowed to order because God forbid somebody had the same plate as her in a picture. You're the bride, it's already your day. But no, she had to be the main character in every single frame. And then came the nail polish incident. The night before the hen do, I'd had enough. So I painted my nails hot pink. And I mean obnoxiously hot. And that was against the rules. And then I posted a picture in the group chat and said, I can't wait for tomorrow. And as expected, seconds later, she replies, change your nails. I said no. And then she hit me with, if you don't change your nails, you're out of the hen do and the whole bridal party. So I said, perfect. And that was it. I was kicked out, uninvited. But you know what? I do just need to say in general, this whole thing was ridiculous anyway. She had been with her fiancé for 3 months, was rushing through this wedding because she always had to have this picture perfect image for everybody to see. Half of her family hadn't even met her fiancé yet. But here's the twist. I had already spent some serious money on this hen do with the dress, the shoes, my hairdresser that I'd booked, the makeup artist. Not by choice, by the way. We were told we had to book these things. So I thought, I'm not going to waste this. So I rounded up a couple of my girls to organise our own night out in a completely different town so there was no chance we would run into them. And that's when I met him. He was tall and gorgeous with a dangerous smile. The kind of man who buys you a drink and then makes you forget your own name. And we clicked instantly. And then, in the middle of a shared tequila shot, he tells me he's in a relationship that he doesn't want, an accidental pregnancy, and now he's stuck. So I decided the best thing to do in that situation is to cheers to bad decisions and kiss him. It was intense and kind of cinematic. We exchanged numbers and we started texting non-stop. Now we fast forward to the wedding. And I'm sitting in the audience as a guest after spending over £3,000 on a custom bridesmaid's dress, the shoes and the jewellery that I was told I had to buy. I'm pissed. So I get out my phone and I start texting my mystery man. I said, I wish I was with you right now. And I kid you not, I looked up at the altar and there he was, the groom, standing there waiting for my cousin. I nearly passed out. I slid down into my seat like I was trying to melt into the carpet. And then the organ starts playing and the doors open and my cousin starts walking down the aisle. But she doesn't walk straight to her groom, my groom, whoever he is. She walks to her bridesmaids. She gives each of them a kiss and then I swear to God, she turns around, looks at me and smirks before going back over to the groom. I am sure I saw the devil wink through her eyes. Anyway, as she turns back to him, he finally spots me. He looked like his whole world had just come crashing down. His face had changed from nervous to deer in headlights and I honestly thought he was about to run. And that's when I realised. I don't care if I look like the villain because I am the villain now. And I want him. So yeah, I kissed her fiancé. And I'm not done yet.